Hmm. Well, it has been a very tough week. I bet the people who've been here for a long time can see when I'm struggling. Um, so, this is the week where I decide I'm going to cut back on my very addicting drugs. It's very difficult. Lack of sleep, increased pain, agitation, anger, just out of nowhere. You really got to keep a lid on it. My wife's incredibly understanding because she knows better than anyone else the pattern and my behaviors, but you have to do it. This is part of the maintaining control of the dragon. If you're going to ride the dragon, and for me over the last 20 years, I have to say that it has allowed me to change my life from basically a paranoid of every little pain in my back because I have a piece of disc that's extruded directly onto the sciatic nerve. And it's not always touching, but when I do something stupid, just stupid, bending over, brushing my teeth, reaching behind me to grab it doesn't, there's no predictable anything about it, but it will touch that nerve. And what I get is a shock from my baby toe to my last hair, like an electric shock. Wham! And very painful. And I know now, previously, I would get my food, my water, my phone, and I would get everything over by my bed because I knew that I would be laying there unable to even roll over for weeks. I wouldn't poop for 10, 12 days. I'd be so locked up with muscle spasms. Just horrifying shit. The VA would give me every experimental drug on the fucking market. Okay? Neurontin, which they found out later was just horrible in so many ways. Okay? From suicides to liver damage, kidney damage. Finally, I talk about Dr. Allspa, who said, "Oh, we're going to get an MRI." And next thing you know, I'm on morphine with my current doctor. That allowed me to stop the spasms, but it didn't stop the problem. Now I have two problems. I have that same as I'm getting older, okay, and not being physical. My muscles have atrophied, and that has stopped the spasms to a vast degree. But now it hurts all the time. Morphine is the only thing that seems to help me and not make me sick. But I learned really early that you have to keep the reins tight on that dragon, or it will take you for a ride. I sympathize with people who are addicted to drugs, OxyContin, things like that. I'm very sympathetic because I understand how easy it is to fall in to the ride and how hard it is to get out. So what I do is a minimum of once a month, I will cut back very severely on my medication and just suffer. I just suffer. Because then I get 3 fairly pleasant weeks. And unfortunately, it's like anything else, it has to be done. It has to be done. If you're not going to do that, then you're going to be in trouble. You should only use pain medication for pain. That is what it's for. And if you let it control you, it will. If you're struggling with addiction, there are sources out there that can help you. If you're not mentally strong enough and you've already gone too far and too long, there are sources out there that can help you. So when you see my videos with that other little tinge of I'm fucking pissed off today, that's what it is. And it's cyclic. But I'm very proud of myself. My wife is very proud of me. My doctor's proud of me because I control the dragon. I'm very strong here, and I always have been. And that's an advantage I have. Other people I know don't have that. And the drug takes them for a ride and they never get off until, something bad happens. So if you're struggling with addiction, okay, get some help. It's a disease. It's not your fault. Usually people, they get an injury, they start taking OxyContin. The system, the Sacklers, okay, made it incredibly easy for you to get all the OxyContin you wanted. So the system is set up to enable these people, and it's so sad. It's so sad. And I for one am, listen, if you're going to give people a narcotic for pain, okay, I think that, I don't want to say that you should be mentally examined first to see if you can handle it, okay? But there needs to be some counseling. I never got counseling. And then 10 years ago, I wanted to quit. And I did. I went cold turkey for a year. Everybody remembers that year. All those videos had been erased. But I think that people still remember that year when I quit. Just fucking miserable for a year. 6 months of really bad, and then 6 months of just plain old bad. And then I realized that it was just that I was taking it for the right reason. I was taking it for my pain. And so when I went back on that drug for my pain, mentally now it's easier for me to deny myself. It's easier for me to accept the fact that I'm addicted and not have it fuck with me mentally. You know what I mean? Because I decided to find out, why am I taking this? Am I taking this simply because I'm mentally addicted and my body is telling me, oh, you're having pain, you're having pain, you're having pain? Or am I really having severe pain? And I need it to have a quality life. And that's what I discovered, that it was true, that I had to have it. It was the only drug that worked for me, and that I could control it. But evidently, I'm kind of a rare case. The old lady says I'm strange anyway, so. Yeah, if you're having trouble, don't feel like you're not worth it, okay? You are. There are resources out there that can help you, okay? I know how hard it can be. Worse than cigarettes. Withdrawal from cigarettes is mainly mental. Withdrawal from morphine and OxyContin and drugs like that are very physical and mental. So you're worth it. Get some help if you need it, okay? You might come to the realization, like I did, that you just need to control your intake so that you can have a higher quality of life. And that just comes with the territory, okay? If you're going to get on the dragon, you need to be the one telling the dragon which way to go, right?